We are following the latest on a new abortion bill, fight over same-sex marriage, and an announcement expected from President Biden in Detroit today. ABC News White House correspondent Mary Alice Parks joins us from D.C. Mary Alice, let's start with Senator Lindsey Graham's abortion bill. It would ban abortion nationwide after 15 weeks of presidency. After pregnancy, rather. Do we know about this bill? What do we know about it? And would it have a chance of passing if Republicans take control of Congress?
Yeah, Phil, we don't know a ton about it. Like you said, the bill would be a national ban on abortions after 15 weeks. Very few exceptions in instances of rape, incest, or life of the mother. But we're trying to learn more about who exactly is co-sponsoring this bill with him, what some of the fine print is. The question is whether this would pass in the event that Republicans took control of either the House, the Senate, or both in November. Obviously, right now, this isn't going anywhere. Democrats are firmly opposed to anything. In fact, they've been working really hard to try to whip votes to see if they could codify protections for abortion access. But this lays out sort of very interesting stakes for the midterm elections, because Lindsey Graham is essentially trying to make a promise and say, if Republicans do take control of some of these chambers, this is exactly the kind of legislation he and other Republicans would like to see come up for a vote.
Yeah, and many Democrats had warned about this when the Supreme Court sent abortion rights back to the states. Many Democrats have said the Republicans are not done. This was going to look like a national ban, and that seems to be what's happening right now. But abortion rights in general have become a rallying cry for Democrats ahead of the midterms. So how could this bill affect the political landscape?
Yeah, it could be really energizing for Democrats. We've seen Democrats eager to run on this issue at the state level, at the federal level. They say that they need to be put in place, put in power to make sure there is access to abortion, to reproductive health care. And voters so far have really responded to that. We've seen abortion issues and reproductive health shoot up in polling as one of the key issues that voters are paying attention to. And we've seen some of these results in Kansas, in other congressional races, and primary races so far. We've seen even more conservative pockets of the country really able to rally Democrats or people to switch parties and vote Democratic in order to secure access to abortion, to sort of knock down some of these potential bans. So Democrats are already cutting ads based on this Lindsey Graham ad. They are clipping his sound bites. They are eager to run on this. And we've seen overnight a number of Republicans in really tough spaces, in really tough races, I should say, frustrated that Lindsey Graham chose this moment to announce this kind of national ban. They've been saying this should come back to the states, that the Supreme Court was correct in letting this issue come back to the states. They don't want to have to defend a national abortion ban in really competitive races.
Right. And the Dobbs decision is also leading to a separate battle right now over enshrining federal protections for same-sex marriage. What's the latest there?
Yeah, Senate Democrats under a lot of pressure to bring a bill to the floor that would codify same-sex marriage protections. Their own base really pushing them to do this out of fear of what could come next from a pretty conservative Supreme Court. We saw that decision, like you said, the Dobbs decision related to reproductive health care and abortion, make mention in one of the dissents, make mention to the possibility, sorry, not one of the dissents, I should say, one of the concurring opinions from Justice Thomas, make mention of the possibility that this could open the door for other protections, other privacy protections to be rolled back. And of course, everyone instantly thought of the protections for same-sex marriage that was basically outlined under some of the same legal sort of thinking, legal theory as abortion access and reproductive rights. And so the base, the Democratic base, has said they want to vote on this. They want to make sure that there is a federal law that would be hard for the court to in any way hamper with. They want a federal law in place to protect same-sex marriage. The question now is, will this come for a vote, and will Democrats have the votes? There's a lot of talk on Capitol Hill that there are, in fact, 10 Republicans who would vote with Democrats on this, and that if it comes up for a vote, it could really pass. Schumer has said that he will bring this up for a vote, so it's probably just a matter of time, Phil.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see. Today, Mary Alice, President Biden is heading to the Detroit Auto Show. What are we expecting to hear from him?
Yeah, this is the kind of thing he is loving right now. This summer, we have seen this White House celebrating major announcements from the auto industry. For GM, they've laid out these big new investments in electric vehicles, sort of a transition to a future of made in America cars. And he wants to be a part of that. He wants to sort of celebrate this transition in the auto industry. He's going to be announcing today that $900 million is now going out into the states from the Infrastructure Act that will work on setting up electric vehicle charging stations across 35 states, 53,000 miles of national highway. We'll be getting more of these electric vehicle charging stations. You know, this White House is excited not only to talk about new jobs here, but talk about the impact on, of course, climate change and trying to reduce emissions. I was in Michigan just a few weeks ago talking to auto workers, and I have to tell you, and car dealers and others that are really working in this industry, and they were excited. I mean, they really think that some of these national investments in things like charging stations and batteries can make all the difference to start bringing down these prices and getting more people excited about these cars. So we'll see.
All right, Mary Alice Parks, thanks so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.